All right, because it's the playoffs, I have to do a little thing here. All right, everybody. Rapids Nation! Okay, now I got to apologize because when the Rapids clinched, they were on the road, so we didn't get to do a proper cheer. So, how do you feel? Your Grand Falls Greenfoot Rapids are headed to the postseason! There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody is in good spirits, and it was another win against the Miramichi Timberwolves this time, a 4-1 victory. Man, does it feel good. Man, does it feel good. And I'll tell you why, because with the division being as close as it is, they clinched the playoffs, as we already know. But this win today will move them 1 point ahead of the Chaleur Lightning and within 2 points of the Edmonton Blizzard. So the seeding is, as of right now, sitting like this. The West Kent Steamers in first with 61. Grand Falls Rapids in third with 56. And then the Chaleur Lightning in fourth with 55. So it's a huge win. Any points that they get from here on out are going to be so important. We talked about how, we talked about how in the beginning, in the post-game show, or in the pre-game show, we talked about how the important divisional wins were going to come in the next 4 out of 7 games, right? So this game obviously was a gimme. Not necessarily to say there was going to be an easy win for points, but it is fantastic. They were able to come out with a big win. They were able to get their goal differential up. So in the event of a tie, that would be a huge boost to what they have, which is fantastic. This game was so well done, and we got to go over it. We're gonna recap this here. So it started off in the first period. There were a couple of good chances. Nobody got on the board. Oliver Plante got a holding call, Nolan Ryan with roughing, Declan Kennedy for a rough, and then Reed Calder for cross-checking, right? So nothing... so nothing there would happen in the first. Got to give a shout-out to Mike Cavanaugh. was just over here. So nothing would happen in the first, a couple of penalties, but nothing really too crazy. It was a lot more even in the first period than it was in the second, that's for sure. So the first, you didn't really miss a whole lot. Then the second period rolls around, and Patrick Baxter gets a beautiful pass from Mathis Cyr, and is able to, Oliver Plante sets this play up at center ice. Mathis Cyr with the pass right up to Patrick Baxter, and he just casually, boop, pops it right in the net to get his 17th goal of the year, and a 1-0 lead for the Rapids. Man, it was loud in this building today, and with those goals, yeah, it made it a little bit even better. So, about 13 minutes later, Bailey Shortall would get the Rapids back on the board. Connor Ryan with his first assist, his first assist of the game, his 13th of the season. Passes it to Brody Paré, the former Timberwolf, and then to Bailey Shortall, who once again, boop, right in the back of the net, pops this one in, and it does not get much better than that. It was a fantastic goal for his 10th of the season, and man, was this place rocking after that. So after the second period, nothing would really transpire. Then came the craziness of the third. We saw Vincent Robert get his first goal of his young MHL career. Topolnitsky and Kennedy got the assists on that one. A fantastic goal. Then would come the slew of penalties. Reed Calder went into the boards on a little bit of a crazy check to the head on a former Rapid, Julien Avignon-Bourque. Obviously a little bit of a scary thing as he was real slow to get up. Had to get the trainers out there to help him out, or the athletic therapists out there to help him out and to make sure that he was okay. Thankfully, he was able to get to his feet, which was good. And as a result of that, Calder would get a 5-minute major for checking to the head. And then he would also serve out a 5 in a game for fighting with James Martin. So Martin, as soon as Avignon-Bourque went down, went over to Calder. They dropped the gloves, and man, Calder, I will say this, beat the absolute tar out of James Martin. If you didn't see that fight, go back and watch it. I'm not going to post it here, but man, it was a heck of a tilt, and yeah, it was an ugly situation in that moment. So Calder's game would be done. The Rapids would then go on the Timberwolves would have a 5-minute power play. Thatcher Hughes would then nullify that 5-minute power play by putting the Timberwolves in the box. This is where things got interesting. Jonah Leard passes it off to Topolnitsky, who gets it to the blue line, and bang, right in the back of the net was Connor Ryan, his 4th of the season, his 3rd goal as a Grand Falls Greenfoot Rapid on the power play to put the Rapids up 4-0 with just under 9 minutes left to go. Then from there, Ryan Hackett gets another slashing call, but Charles-Olivier Giguère gets the Timberwolves on the board, ruining the shutout for Adam LaCour. Boo! For his 14th goal of the season. And you can see the frustration on the Timberwolves mounting on throughout the course of this game. Man, let's talk about some of the takeaways. The Rapids played a good game, but so did the Timberwolves. And I think with a big win like this, you know, regardless of what the score says, Miramichi hung in there a good chunk of the time. The Rapids had a lot of really good opportunities to get on the board, and as they did. And man, it was just a good game overall for both sides. Now, a lot of people have been saying, you know, Miramichi, they're dead last. What's going to happen to them in the near future? They've got a bright future. They are contending for the playoffs in the coming years. They're going through a rebuild right now, but they will have quite a bright future, and that's headed by Braden Campbell, Thatcher Hughes, Ryan Hackett, you name it, and they will be there. So with that said, for my Timberwolves fans that are watching as well, it's not the end, and I think this was a good moment to kind of grow and see the growth of your team. But for the Rapids, man, this is a much-needed win that couldn't have come at a better time. And honestly, with the next couple of games coming up, it's not going to get any easier, certainly, but things will get a lot more entertaining. So with that, the focus becomes Friday night. Edmundston, Grand Falls, at the EP Seneschal Center. Oh boy, it's a tale as old as time. It's a rivalry as old as time. And if the standings were to stay the same, would be a first-round playoff matchup. This is such an important game. I don't even think I need to mention it. We've been saying it all year long about how intense these games are between these two rivals and how crazy things get. Man, is it tough. Is it tough between these two teams. They face Edmundston twice in the next 6 games, once at home and then once next Thursday on the road. Now, they're 2 points behind Edmundston, obviously, yes, but at this point, if they are not able to catch West Kent, they're sitting with 61 points. Grand Falls has 56 as of today. You want to get home ice advantage as much as you possibly can. So you want to finish above Edmundston. You want to fight, claw, scratch, do whatever you can to get those wins and make sure that you're doing it in a way that is not going to completely flog down the team in terms of injuries. You want to play hard, but you don't want to go over the edge in terms of pushing your physical limits. So Edmundston, this is going to be the most important game. Campbellton's coming up. They struggled a little bit earlier on in the season against the Tigers, but still managed to pick it up and were able to do a good job, especially when they clinched last Friday in Campbellton. And it just made it that much better. So this game was a complete success. Fantastically played by all of the guys, and just such an amazing way to end off Family Day weekend with a win. They got 2 more games this weekend. It's going to be a big one. Now, before I go, and I will stress this time and time again, we are going to have, again, more opportunities for you to vote for your Heat Index Player of the Week for the last chunk of the season. It's going to be 2 weeks combined into one, so I will make sure to open up the voting for all of you. Now, if you haven't already done so, don't forget to scan that QR code if you want to have your vote counted for the Heat Index Player of the Week for the last 2 weeks of the regular season. Make sure that you're scanning that little QR code on the screen right now, and it will take you directly to the Google form. You just want to punch in your vote and make sure that it is in before the deadline coming up, and that is March 5th. So March 5th is going to be the deadline for the absolute last opportunity that you can get to put in your votes for your Heat Index Player of the Week. With that said, final thoughts. Miramichi kept with the whole game. Grand Falls was able to outman them, outpower them, do whatever they could, and they did fantastic at it. Really proud of the guys and very happy with the end result. Playoffs are on the way, ladies and gentlemen. We are far from over during this season. 6 games left in the regular season, plus playoffs to come. We got a lot more in store for you here on the Bellefleur Tire Shop Grand Falls Greenfoot Rapids postgame show. If you haven't already done so, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit the little bell notification for all future content as well, and we will be back on Friday evening against the Edmonton Blizzard at the EP Seneschal Center. Get your tickets, or if you're going to be watching, make sure to make some noise and cheer on your boys. We'll see you next time.